To get out of a life of poverty, she left her own daughter behind and went out to chase a better life. Now she has attached herself to a billionaire boss, and she is about to become the lady of this luxury home. That day Jiang Dawei received an anonymous letter. It exposed that Jing had a 3-year-old daughter. When Jiang Dawei showed her the photos, Jing stayed surprisingly calm. She had already expected it. She knew those old messes would be dragged back up someday. She told Jiang Dawei, the girl in the picture was her sister and Ning daughter, and the father was Su Maxuan. Turns out if a woman is not tough she does not keep her spot. To marry into money. She would not even acknowledge her own child, and she threw her unmarried sister under the bus. Then she begged her sister for help, to claim Annie as her own daughter. Anning is soft-hearted and naturally kind, and she fell for the sob story. After all, her love life had been one hardship after another. First she dealt with Song Yang, that dirtbag. Then she dealt with Su Maxuan, who would not step up. Now she finally had a chance at a good place to land. With Jing begging her over and over, she agreed to help her sister fool Jiang Dawei. The next day she set up a meeting with Jiang Dawei. Jiang Dawei knew little kids do not lie, so he tried to get her talking on purpose. What is your mom's name? He clearly heard the child call Ning mom, so he believed the little girl was Ning child. But even with Ning covering for her, it was still hard to erase the suspicion of an old fox like Jiang Dawei. The only thing that could make Jiang Dawei buy it was having Song Yang, the one who exposed her, clear it up for her. Only then would Jiang Dawei truly trust her. Right then, Lu found a video on Yang Jia computer. It turned out the person who hurt her back then was Song Yang. She wanted to turn the video over to the police, so she could clear Ning name, and make Song Yang pay for it. But Jing refused. She told Lei she was about to marry into money, and Song Yang had exposed her having a daughter. If Song Yang got locked up, no one would be left to clear her name. She wanted to use the video to pressure Song Yang. Besides, Ning had already served time, and the past could not be undone. But this video now could help her hold on to her happiness. Money really is a devil. It can wipe out family bonds and erase humanity. Then she took the video to Song Yang, and made him help her put on a show for Jiang Dawei, or she would hand the video to the police. Turns out Jiang Dawei, that old fox, had installed a camera in her car, and Jing used that to act out a scene. This time Jiang Dawei finally believed Jing had no daughter at all. Then to make it up to Jing, he gave her a pricey bracelet. He told Jing, a lot of women used to try every trick to get close to him, and he had no choice but to stay guarded with everyone. That evening Jing said goodbye to him, but Jiang Dawei wanted her to stay. She told Jiang Dawei she was a traditional woman. Moving in without a title was not something her upbringing would allow. Of course she wanted the status of being the CEO's wife, but she did not push. Instead she said this, I think the most important part of loving someone is not putting pressure on them. So what I want, that is my choice. But whether you give it to me or not, I truly respect your decision. That is what a high EQ and high IQ woman looks like. She took the car, the house and the gifts, yet he did not get a single advantage, and still thought Jing was pure and classy. That day Jiang Dawei told Shi Tianming he wanted to marry Jing. At that point Jiang Dawei still did not know Shi Tianming was his biological son. After all, no son wants his father to remarry, especially when Jing is Ning's own sister. If they got married, would that not make Jing and Ning mother-in-law? So he deliberately brought up that Jing had a daughter. That stunned Jiang Dawei on the spot, and Jing had planned everything down to the last detail, only to end up empty-handed, with no way to hide it anymore. She could only tell Jiang Dawei the truth. With tears in her eyes she told him what she had been through since childhood, but Jiang Dawei did not blame her. Instead he felt she was even more genuine, and he actually started thinking about marrying her.